You think being with somebody is more important than your diet?
I mean, it depends.
Tammy has a bad habit of getting into relationships and not keeping her focus where it needs to be. So is falling in love more important than your diet?
I don't want to talk about that thing.
Hey y'all, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Wildflower T, and today we have some new updates on Miss Tammy Slaton from the hit show 1000 Pound Sisters. If you clicked for the thumbnail, just know that is not clickbait. It does appear that Miss Tammy is now engaged. In an exclusive video sent to the US Sun, Tammy accepts the sweet proposal from her new man Caleb in the parking lot of their rehab facility in Ohio. And this proposal definitely came as quite a surprise. It was less than 2 months ago that we were discussing Tammy and the BBW King's relationship and just how toxic it had become. Not only had the BBW King posted some pretty nasty stuff on his TikTok about Tammy, but he also degraded her as a woman. So I am very happy to see that they are no longer together, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this relationship with Caleb has moved very quickly. And while I am very happy for her, we still got a lot to unpack here. So if you would, please give this video a big thumbs up. And if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and hit the subscribe, tap the bell, that way you are notified of all of my future uploads.
Yes, sir. I love you, baby.
Get away. Yay!
If you're a viewer of the show, then you know that Tammy has been through her fair share of trials and tribulations when it comes to her road to recovery and her road to love. All of the boyfriends that Tammy has showed on the show in the past have been super toxic and unhealthy relationships. We had Jerry Sykes, who was a major problem for Tammy, and basically he just used her to enable her, and the same thing goes for the BBW King. All of Tammy's friends and family have been very concerned when it comes to her poor choice in men. But Caleb seems to be an exception. A source very close to Tammy told The Sun that this relationship is unlike anything Tammy has been in before. Not only did she meet Caleb in person and has been dating him in person instead of online, but they're both in very similar walks of life. Caleb is also working on his recovery and his weight loss journey, trying to become a healthier version of himself. And because of this, friends and family do believe that Tammy could be a huge motivator for him and vice versa. When it comes to the proposal itself, that actually happened the last week of October. And according to this source, they're planning on having a very private, small ceremony this month. The source also stated that when it comes to the marriage license, they already have that underway and ready to go. As for their future plans post-rehab, it appears they got that covered too. According to the source, Caleb is going to be uprooting his life and moving to Kentucky with Tammy and her family. And I'm sure that they're going to end up getting their own place, because as we've seen in the last season, Amy has her hands full with her own family and is in no shape to be taking care of Tammy, let alone someone else. The only strange part about all of this is Tammy has hardly posted anything about this relationship. And it could just be that she wants to live a more private life, or that we're going to see all of this unfold in the next season of the show. But that hasn't stopped fans from being concerned about how quickly the relationship is moving forward, especially with Tammy's track record with guys. I personally do agree that this relationship could be a very positive thing for both Tammy and Caleb. They definitely could both use the motivation to push one another in the right direction to better their lives. But it could have the opposite effect too. Both of them are in very fragile states with their health right now. So if they're not careful, they could end up enabling one another and not even doing it intentionally. My hope is that the rehab facility they're in is giving them the therapy and resources they need as a couple to help one another instead of enable one another. In saying all of that, Tammy does appear to be very happy in the engagement video, and I am happy for her. As long as they hold each other accountable and work together, I do think that this could be a very healthy relationship for the both of them, and I wish them nothing but the best. What do you guys think though? Are you happy for Tammy, or do you think that this relationship is moving way too fast? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Before you go, please consider giving this video a big thumbs up, subscribing, and tapping the bell if you haven't already. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. I appreciate you all to the moon and stars, and until the next one, mwah, bye y'all.